Hello everyone, and welcome to another Vital Bracelet video. This time I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Vital Bracelet BE, which is of course the new version of the Vital Bracelet. So we see that this box is a little bit different from the other Vital Bracelets. It doesn't have any characters on it, just has actual people doing actual exercises. And it has like just these little silhouettes of various exercises: crunch, dash, punch, squat and punch, and real people, and figures of real people. So we know that this has got some real people on it instead of Digimon or any other anime for that matter. And that's of course because it doesn't actually come with any of these BE memories or dim cards like the previous Vital Bracelets did. So, of course, I will be actually inserting this dim card just to see how the dim card functionality works on a Vital Bracelet BE, because they do have some functionality. You can actually run all the other dim cards and VBM cards that have been previously released in these. I'll also, of course, be comparing it with the other versions, this being the Vital Bracelet or Vital Hero, and this being the Dual V. And of course, the first one I showed was the 25th anniversary version of the BE. So let's take this out and take a look. So interestingly enough, they have the same packaging as the other Vital Bracelet BEs. So they even have a slot for where the BEMemory would go. But so that's interesting that they've just used the same mold. Kind of makes sense. And I'll pull that out of the plastic and I'll get rid of that. It also has, of course, the charging cable, which is the same for all the Vital Bracelets and all the BEs. So I have quite a few of these now. I have like a mini collection of these. So if I ever lose one, I have many to replace it. And I'll just get rid of that for the time being. Of course, if you look over to the corner here, I also have the BE strap, which I will be replacing. So that's pretty cool. It gives us some level of customization. This is fairly cool because the Vital Bracelet itself didn't have any official ways to customize it, but fans are resourceful, so they found ways to remove this because it's got screws, have little adapters that you could use, watch bands from other smartwatches. And then, of course, when Ghost Game came out, fans were soon to realize that you could actually use the gacha bands to replace the real Vital Bracelet bands. So that's pretty cool. But in any case, let's turn this on. You do so by holding the bottom button for a few seconds. And we see the BE logo. And then we set the time, which I should check because I'm not wearing a watch. It is 8:04, and it's the 18th of December when I'm recording this. So American format, so month first, which always trips me up, and it's the 18th. And what did I say the time was? 8:04, did I? 8:05 now. There we go. And we say, okay. We set our character. We've got two choices. I'm going to go with the first one. And he's very happy that he's chosen. And then that's basically the functionality for the BE, because it doesn't come with any dim cards or VBM cards or BE memories. But of course I'll be running that. So there's still the exercise functionality, the training functionality that the other Vital Bracelets have, which of course you can do with your little character. When you have a dim card inserted, for the punch you just kind of do this, you punch with it. But usually you have it on your wrist, of course. But with the other BE memories and dim cards, of course these exercises actually help you determine what Digimon your character is going to evolve into. But of course, since we've just got a human, there's not too much that it can evolve into. And it's very happy that we did some punching exercises. So when you have a dim card inserted, and I'll show you that shortly, it gives you a number score which is reflected in your evolutions. And you can't actually check the status for your character when you don't have a dim inserted. You can check your previous 3 days worth of progress, and you can see I've done 43 steps, 1 punch, which I believe is an anime. So we remove this little tab here, which, as I mentioned in my previous BE videos, I prefer it to the plastic slot holder because it's harder to lose this thing that's just a rubber bit of plastic. So we're going to be loading up the Hermit in the Jungle dim card, and we'll do so by inserting it here. And it loads up. Of course, as it says on the package, you can use the dim cards, the VBM cards, which are the Ultraman and Kamen Rider cards, as well as every BEMemory. So BEmemories include the Digimon range, as well as the Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, and Tokyo Revengers range. So there's no different bracelets for different franchises, like there was with the Vital Bracelet. We had the Vital Bracelet characters, which could run Ultraman and Kamen Rider DIMs and had the functionality for those DIMs, or VBMs I believe they were called, and the Vital Bracelet Digimon series, which were compatible with the Digimon ones. Of course, you could insert VBMs and DIMs into the other bracelet, but they had limited functionality, and I have gone over the functionality that they have. So we can now put this on our wrist. I'm just going to put my finger over the heart rate sensor. Something else that none of the BEs actually come with that the Vital Bracelets did was this verse memory, which is a special dim card that allows you to battle someone else. You put your character on this, then you give it to a friend, and if they use it within 15 minutes, they can battle your Digimon. And then after 15 minutes, your Digimon actually does return to you. So anyway, we've got Euromon, who is the baby form. So let's check out the functionality for dim cards. So it still shows the requirements. It has the time ticking down, which I'm a big fan of. And it's got the requirements, which of course there are none from Baby 1 to Baby 2. Then we've got training, which we can do as a child, so that's pretty cool. We couldn't do that on the baby, sorry, not child. We couldn't train babies on the original. Adventure is always unlocked as a baby. Character, you can swap between your characters, which at this point it's only the standard U character, and going back out because my other character is currently active. And connect, which you can connect to the app, or a spot, which the Vital Bracelet character series had, but I'm fairly certain that that functionality is to do with actual event spots in Japan, so I've not had any experience with those. And let me know in the comments if you have gone. And then we've got system, heart rate check, background, which is my favourite. And of course we have the background. And we'll back out of that. So that's functionality for the dim card. It's basically the same as the BE memories. The only limitation is that if you transfer this to the app, you have to select the BE option. You can't transfer it through to your Vital Bracelet or Vital Hero area, which is a shame because on the app, the Codex, which is the Digidex, the Pokedex rather, or something sort of like that, which is your collection of Digimon that you've had, you can't combine them from all across the bracelets, which is a shame because you might have a complete collection but across different Vital Bracelet releases. So you might have some on the Vital Bracelet, the rest on the Vital Hero, and maybe a few on the BE. So that's kind of a shame, kind of annoying. And then, of course, we've got this BE strap, which I'm going to replace the black strap with this nice, I don't know, is it green? Is it blue? It's like a cyan kind of? No, cyan's like a lighter colour, and I'm struggling with the tape because I always do. So I'm going to go and deal with that. But yeah, whatever this colour is, I like it. They are available in different colours, but I chose only one. I only got one wrist, so I'll probably only be really running one at a time. And something I do appreciate from the regular BE release is that it doesn't have a logo on the top here like the Jewel V does. Same as the 25th anniversary, but you can't really see it because it's got that case on. It's got no logo there, which is just, you can kind of just see the board behind it. Same with the Vital Hero and all the other Vital Bracelet releases that have a logo. The anime ones, of course, do have a logo that's respective for that anime, like the My Hero Academia one has the UA logo. Tokyo Revengers have like a bullet hole, I think it is, and the Demon Slayer one just got announced, so I'm not really sure what that one is. I haven't really looked at it. But the anime ones do have a special logo there, and I prefer when they don't, because those logos rub off exceedingly quickly. So I'm just going to grab my handy dandy screwdriver, and I'm going to unscrew the band. But yeah, so if you're wondering where I got all my BE stuff that I'm showing off in this video today, including the straps, these are all from ZenNTCG. This video is not sponsored by them, but people often ask where I get my stuff, and in this case it's ZenNTCG. You can of course get them from other websites like Japan You Want, which I've used a lot in the past. Same with HobbyLink Japan, been using them a lot for the past, I'd say about a decade. And of course you can buy directly from Japan using a proxy service like From Japan, like BEMemory, like White Rabbit. Any of those are ones that I've used before. So depending on how much it costs to ship and all the shipping fees, you can choose whatever might be the best option financially. Proxy services do, of course, have fees attached, because otherwise they'd be not getting any money, and why would a business exist? So be aware that if you're buying something from a proxy, there are additional fees. Of course, you pay for the item that they're buying, but you also have to pay them for their service, their handling fees. Remember that they are holding something for you until you want to ship it, and they're buying something for you. So that is not a thing that they will do for free out of the goodness of their hearts. I'm struggling with this bottom screw. Maybe it's already ready. It is not. Why am I struggling so much? I might do it off screen so I can get a better look and so I can get a better grip at this screw. Unless it came stripped, which would suck. Oh good, it was moving. It was just a little bit stiff. So there's that, and we just take that out of that, and we replace it with the where'd it go? There it is. But yeah, so of course you can use any of those depending on what is the best option for you. Japan You Want and HobbyLink Japan being based in Japan, and ZenNTCG being based in Singapore. Of course, if you are pre-ordering from ZenNTCG, be aware that when there are items coming to them from release, you might have to wait like 2 weeks or so just for them to get the item itself. But the ones in Japan, you obviously have to wait maybe a few days after release. But in terms of items that are already released, like the BEs, ZenNTCG is able to send them out pretty quickly because they already have them. But if it's a pre-order item, you have to wait for them to actually get them from Japan, and obviously the release of the item. But those all are websites that I've used before and that I enjoy. ZenNTCG being obviously very friendly, very passionate, because they are a fan themselves. So here we are. Here is the Vital Bracelet BE with the straps. It feels like it fits kind of weird, actually. I don't know, it just feels kind of bulky. I don't know why. Like, it feels weird that way around. I don't know why that is. How does this one? Maybe it's because I haven't worn the band, or it's just been sitting flat in the box. Actually, that's probably exactly why. Because if you think about it, all the BEs are in their box in this sort of circle pattern, like they are around a wrist. So they have formed into being a circle, and these straps were in their box flat. So that is probably why it sits a little bit awkwardly. But yeah, so there you have it, a dim on a BE. And now I have 3 BEs and only 2 wrists, 1 wrist because one has the Fitbit on it typically. But yeah, so here are our BEs. Of course, the 25th anniversary one is a lot bulkier, and as I compared in my Jewel V video, they're slightly, the Vital Hero is wrong way around, is slightly bulkier than the BE, but it's not a huge amount. There's only a slight difference. But of course, I'll be covering that in my review video, which is coming out in the next few days, I guess in the next week, I guess. But it'll cover all of my thoughts and reviews about the BE after using them. I've only got a few days of experience with them, but I sort of have a basic opinion, but I want to keep on playing around with them first, and I want to keep on playing around with the app, because so far I'm not a big fan of that app. But in any case, that's it for the standard version of the Vital Bracelet BE. Here are the loose bands that are now hanging out. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts and questions about the BE in the comments below. If the comments are enabled, I mentioned this and I kind of ranted about this in my Digivice Jewel V video, but YouTube has a bug where they think that for some reason this video is inappropriate and they disable the comments randomly after it's uploaded. Then I enable them, then they disable them again. Kind of annoying. So if they are disabled, let me know on this Discord server for LostinTranslationmon or tweet at me. So that it's very annoying. I'm very annoyed by it. Or maybe myself, I'm a minor, and they're disabling the comments. I'm not a minor. I'm 29, almost 30. It's very annoying. So in any case, leave me a comment if you can. Like this video for this cool blue-green band, which is actually kind of more like a grey colour now I'm thinking about it. Compare this with a black, it's just kind of like a bluish, greenish grey. And yes, this is definitely pink. So like this video for that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Still trying to get to 13,000 subscribers by the end of the month. It's not looking good, but we can still try our best. Tell your friends if you have subscribed, and then if you yourself haven't, obviously do subscribe, and then tell your friends. So in any case, I'll see you on the next video. Bye!